Over the past 10 years of hunting and filming professionally, my journey has evolved. I once sought animals and adventure, and I still seek those things. Yet now more than ever, I seek answers around the growing questions that surround myself as a hunter. I've found that my connection to the land brings a certain clarity to the rest of my life. This is what brings me back into high country. I've been bow hunting elk now for about 25 years, and I get more fixated every single year. The first several years were rough for me. I couldn't hardly find an elk, let alone get an arrow in one. Then I slowly started to kind of figure it out. Each encounter would lead me to the next, into the next, until finally it worked out for the first time in the fall of 1997, right after I graduated from high school. Bow hunting elk is hard. It's hard each and every time you go out. Elk rarely make mistakes, and they typically won't do it more than once. And that's the beauty of it, and what draws me back. It doesn't matter if it's a big bull, a small bull, or a cow. Any elk with a bow is an accomplishment. I'm intrigued by all aspects of the hunt. I love calling bull elk. There's really nothing more satisfying while hunting than watching a bull elk travel from a great distance, only to end up right in your lap. I also really enjoy the waiting game, like a game of chess. A game of timing, wind, and intuition, where everything has to come together at once to pull it off. Over the years, I've tried to not get stuck into one way of thinking. I've tried to be more fluid in the hunt and adapt to any situation. If there's two things I've learned, it's that you can't make an elk do something it doesn't want to, and that every year is different. During my preseason scouting, I found a bull I really wanted to hunt, so I spent the first 9 days hunting him on water. I was convinced that's how I was going to kill him. After 9 days of hunting this bull in the same spot, I had barely even seen an elk. So on the 10th day of my hunt, I decided it was time to change it up.
We must have seen at least 10 different bulls. Quite a few cows, and you could kind of watch them go up this basin below us and split off their cows and all kind of go up these different fingers to bed. I was really hoping to pick out a big bull, one that really got me excited that we could sort of watch go to bed and then make a plan to stalk in from there. I did see one bull cut through a clearing way up the canyon there that looked like a better bull, but he was running and bugling when I saw him. All I could see was like big sweeping fronts, but I think the next few days here are going to be really good for us. The weather's moved on. It's supposed to warm up. Well, it's super hot. But because of that, we're going to try to get down in here a little early. We think this is the only water source that these elk have in this kind of basin left for actual drinking water. So we're thinking with the heat and just minimal water and knowing there's elk in here, there's a good chance they'll show up. It's going to be a long, hot hike to get there. But fingers crossed it's worth it.
Early in the season, I like to focus on water. No matter where the elk are or what they're doing, no matter how hot or cold it might be, the elk need water.
That was really cool. I had 2 legal bulls over here. Actually, they were all legal. You can shoot spikes too. I had one bull like 25 yards over here raking. Another bull maybe 15 yards in front of me right here. Didn't get picked up by a single elk. That is awesome. What a cool feeling. We'll just settle in and see if maybe the big guys show up last. Fingers crossed. Unfortunately, hearing that growler around the corner got the best of me.
Where the pavement ends. on X begins. I've found that no elk hunt is the same, and you have to really think about each hunt differently, and not necessarily what worked on your last hunt. Knowing I still had half of the season left, I was confident I could still make it happen on the bull I had found in the preseason. I might have to change things up a bit, but there was definitely still time.
See, that's the bull that's coming our way. Man, he came right to us. About 30 yards. Just not quite what I'm looking for yet.
Play later on in this first half. How about the defense they shifted into too, Jason? The farthest defender was only 5 yards off the ball. You didn't have any safeties over the top. Montana State runs out. Jared passes once again on fourth down.
Well, it's right in the middle of the day. Rained all morning. Threw out the spotter. Ended up seeing some cows, and then this really nice bull came out. Could be some really good sneaking conditions. Hardest part's finding them usually, and we've found them. So now I just need to use this quiet ground and the sound of the wind. Hopefully get me in those last few yards and get a shot at this dude.
At this point, the bull bedded down with way too much timber between us. I knew if I was going to get a shot, I was going to need to be the one to make the move. I was going to have to get a little aggressive. Right in the middle of the day, like right at 12:30, we were listening to the beginning of the cat game, and or 1:30 I guess, and came up in here and slipped in and on him and his cows, and got a shot off at 50, quartered away, and hit him good. And then he kind of ran around and stood there. I was able to sneak up again and cow call and stop him at 60 and put another one heart shot, and he tipped right over. And he's laying right here in front of me. So I just haven't walked up to him yet. I wanted to call you and tell you we got one down. So anyway, I mean, right now it's not. It's windy, which helped us though, and you know, it was so quiet from the rain and then the wind blowing. It was perfect stalking conditions. We got right up into the kitchen. We had cattle 10 yards from us. But well, thank you. I'll send you a pic when we get up to it. Okay, sounds good. Talk to you soon. Okay, bye. Just had to call my dad. Dude. I can't even believe that just happened. We ended up spotting this bull. Everybody has been talking about these nasty weather conditions and how it's gonna just shut things down, and it did this morning. But then we thought, man, it could be good stalking conditions. It was quiet and the wind was howling, an east wind, which usually is... Through the years, I've found that the hard part of producing a TV show, or editing one, is trying to convey everything that happened to make that moment come together. And I've learned that it's almost impossible. It's just thick with the smell of bull elk, obviously, and it just always brings you right back to September. And calling for possible snow tonight, so it'll be nice and cool on this meet. And what a September it's been. National Public Lands Day and National Hunting and Fishing Day today. I can't really think of a better day to be out here doing what we love and enjoying the freedoms that we have here. Yes. I think when we hunt, it's easy to get caught up into one way of thinking or one way of approaching the hunt. I've learned that however you picture it going down is most likely not going to be the way it's going to happen. Sometimes you just have to roll the dice, even when things don't feel right. even on a day when all you intended to do was sit on a hill and drink coffee while listening to your favorite college football team.
At the 34-yard line in their own territory, ball on the left hash.
Every time you go out into the woods, you learn a little bit more. You learn a little bit more about the animal you're hunting or the area you're hunting in. And through the years, it just helps you become that much more efficient.
Look at that bull.
It's never going to be the same 2 years in a row. But I do look forward to what they're going to teach me from here on out.